evening.
Hello. Hey.
God, that was an abrupt start.
Sorry. Hi.
Good evening. Far too sharp for a Sunday. It's meant to be lackadaisical. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening, Jem.
Hi.
You all right? How are you getting on?
All right. How are you?
I'm good, yeah.
Good to see you.
Oh, get the what are you doing with that?
No, stop.
Come on.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
How are you doing? I like you where you've
Did
got.
you like the kiss then?
Yeah, I like that you've gone sort of. It's sort of like quite old-fashioned. I don't know if you can see yourself on the camera. You look a little bit German. With the, I'm trying to skirt in round the issue, but it's like it looks like a proper wig. What's happened?
What do you mean?
It's Sunday hair, isn't it?
It's messy.
Sunday show, Gemma.
Oh, you made me feel conscious.
No, you look beautiful, darling. It's Sunday. It's Stand Up From the Shed, a Sunday special. Every day is like Sunday.
Don't say Sunday special because then they'll think that there's something extraordinary happening tonight. And actually, it's just a regular show.
Yeah.
But it's on a Sunday.
But it's on a Sunday, which means it's God's day. So we're having to. We've been to church. We've done everything. Yeah, we've been for a big fat Sunday dinner.
I was going to say, we did have a car.
So, Gemma, it is. Are we going to get the theme tune going in the background while I talk to these people? Are you going to?
Yes!
Yes, come on.
Sure.
Come on, let's do this. It's Sunday night. It's a different kind of vibe. A bit more lackadaisical. People may have had a drink at 1 o'clock when you were cooking. We all know why you do that, so you can have a little drink. So it's Sunday night.
Maybe the Sunday night blues.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to talk about in a minute.
Oh.
You've teed that up beautifully, and she never read the script.
Never do.
Let's do this. Never does. Not interested.
Script?
Yeah, it's stuck on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can't make this up. I've done 30 weeks. I'd be insane. Let's do this. Wrong time. Come on. Let's keep going.
Okay,
Ready?
here we go.
7 p.m. on a Sunday night, and I grab my drink and I feel alright. Ain't got nowhere else to go, so I'm going to the Shed Show. Shed Show on a Sunday,
Oh,
God's
yeah.
Day. Happy Sunday. Shed Show on a Sunday, God's Day on a Sunday. Shed Show, let's go Sunday, let's go. Ooh, that's a Sunday.
That was a really good
Sunday
one.
Shed Show. Sunday night. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Shed Show. I'm Scott Bennett. I'm 41, and I'm an Aries.
You're an Aries?
Yes. No, I'm a Taurus.
No, you're not.
I don't know what
You're
I am.
an Aries.
I'm a bull that can swim.
My name is Gemma. I am 41, and I'm a Taurian. Why are we doing star signs?
Because it's like a dating show now. I want you to pick me. Keep your light on. So we have got Sunday. Gemma's going to be monitoring the feed. Come on, my darling, get on the feed.
I'll do that when I go down.
Oh, you're going to go
down now then.
So what it is, Gemma, is
Well, I
first
just
of all,
thought it's very rude.
just say hello
if
and then sod
I'm
off.
funny about
Yeah.
you with my phone.
True, absolutely
So
true.
rude.
Yes.
I'm not doing this.
So welcome to Sunday's
Welcome,
Stand Up From the Shed.
bienvenue.
We've got a packed show, Gemma. We've got too much to get through, if anything.
Well, can you try and make sure you finish
Well, someone said
properly?
to Catherine Hall has already said to me, we have a family Zoom appointment to
Yeah, so
take.
you need to be on the money.
I'm
then.
competing with people's family Zooms again. I didn't want to be.
You've got.
Don't put a time pressure on
57 minutes.
Don't put a time pressure on it. Look, the thing is, it's Restrictions Eve.
Oh.
Happy Restrictions Eve to anyone in the hospitality industry.
Happy lockdown Eve.
Restrictions Eve. What this is basically, if you work in hospitality, it's Boris is going to make.
It's Twitchy Bum time.
It is. Boris is going to make an announcement tomorrow, and it feels a bit like Christmas Eve. The only difference is you're going to wake up and find that Santa has done a steaming great shit in your sock. That's the main difference you're going to find. So it's given me the Sunday blues. You mentioned that.
Yeah,
it's given me the
Sunday
Sunday
night
blues,
blues.
and I've got an issue with Sundays, Gemma.
You always have.
I've had an issue with
Always
Sundays.
have had.
Even when I don't work on a Monday, I had an issue with Sundays because half of the day is the best day of the week. Half the day, in the morning, it's magical because you get up, you think, I'm going to have some proper coffee. We're going to have a lazy breakfast. You'll say, go and get some cinnamon and raisin bagels.
I've
And
never ever
in my head, she has, stop killing the atmosphere.
I've never said that.
I'm building up to a joke here. You say, what should we have
I've
some?
sometimes said, can you go and get some milk? We've run out.
Yeah, but then we say, we'll have some bagels.
Okay.
Should we poach some eggs? Yeah, we've got time.
Never said that.
Listen to some music. Put a vinyl on. We can treat. Sunday is vinyl day. It's vinyl day, right?
Yeah.
And then in the evening, bang! It all changes. It could have been the best day of the week, but what happens is some dickhead has invited Monday along.
Yeah.
And what he is, he's hanging round in the background. He's bringing everyone down. And what you'll find is like it's 8 o'clock. he'll start whispering in your ear.
Yeah.
And he comes up to you and he'll go, Scott, it's 8:30.
Oh.
There's no point starting that film now. Oh, I hate him for that.
Yeah.
And he'll say something like, do you really want that second glass of wine? And then it's like, did you enjoy your lion this morning? It's ages till the next one.
Oh.
But don't worry, I'll see you first thing. Beep, 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 beep.
Just, you're not meant to be traumatising people.
I don't like Monday as a concept.
Pick it up without
It's
you
just-
reenacting it.
But the thing is, did you like Sundays as a kid? I hated Sundays as a
It
kid.
did. I don't know what
It
it
had a
is.
feel
It
to
did
it.
have a feel
An
to it.
impending doom. They were so depressing. My mum,
Do you know what? I even, sorry to interrupt, but I
Oh,
even
go on.
heard Liv and her mates talking about this, that they love Friday night.
Friday's
night,
magical. It's
there's
perfect.
so much
There's
hope,
so much
so much
optimism.
hope, yeah.
The
Like, because
weekend's
you know,
ahead.
You've got Friday night,
Yes.
you've got the lion the next
Yes.
day, but you've still got another night.
Yes,
where
it's
you
beautiful.
Can stay up,
Yeah.
but then
Sunday. So what happens then? It's like when I was a kid, so depressing was a Sunday, right? My mum would be ironing my school uniform. 11 a.m. she'd do that on a Sunday, just as though it's coming. The house would smell of cabbage. My dad would be in the garage.
Cabbage.
My dad would be in the garage. He'd be buffing our shoes for the morning.
Yeah.
They do that up north.
Yeah.
Basically, we were a church visit away from Angela's ashes in our house.
Oh.
It was bleak.
You didn't go
Right.
to church, did you?
No, I'm saying if we'd have gone to church,
Oh,
it'd have been
right.
like the film Angela's Ashes.
Okay, well, it's fine. I mean, yeah.
Some of these are jokes, Gemma. I've got the feeling tonight you're in a pedantic mood.
No, I'm not going to pick you apart, promise.
The thing is, what didn't help was the entertainment and the television. Kids don't know how lucky they are, right? Sunday night television, worst day of the week by a long stretch.
I know what you're talking about.
Because you had them last...
I like them now.
No, but you had them last precious moments of freedom as a
Yeah.
kid. And what did they put on? The Last of the Summer Wine. That programme, right, millions of people watched three senile pensioners wandering around the countryside acting like pricks. 80-year-old actors doing their own stunts, going down hills in baths. I'm surprised none of them died making
That
it, do you
ran
know?
for years.
He did 37 years.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
30. I mean, just like imagine, get Cleggy off that skateboard. He's just had an hip. He's just had a new hip, all right? 37 years. I think what happened there is even the controllers forgot it was on. I think they just went, what's that? Is that still on? We cancelled that in 83. No, it's been running.
Yeah.
What are they doing? They just walk about in
It's
the
not
countryside.
still on, is it?
No, it's gone now. But like they see
I
a
mean,
lot.
obviously not with the same actors. I
No,
just meant-
no, but a lot of sitcoms do a special where the characters go abroad.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what they should have done with Last of the Summer Wine? They
What?
should have done that, but done one when they went to Dignitas
Oh,
and killed it off
God.
on that day, right? And
Bastards. And it's even the music.
Oh.
The music's so evocative. Well, no, for me, it was always
the pain of it.
Antiques Roadshow.
Oh, I'm coming on to that.
Oh, right.
No, you can speak. You're going to get involved. But what happens is if you'd have read the script, you'd have known, right?
Right.
The schedules, you're right. What it is, it's like the Sunday night telly is like a slow descent towards death, right? Because you had Songs of Praise, Heartbeat,
Songs of Praise, yes.
Antiques Roadshow. They may
Yeah.
as well have finished that off with a countdown of the 100 greatest funerals.
Oh.
You should have done, right? Because this is the thing, right? Do you know which the worst one was? You like Antiques Roadshow now.
I do now.
Yeah.
I do now.
We
But
like
as a
to
kid,
sometimes-
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Sometimes we like to watch it on iPlayer a couple of months into the future, just so we know the stuff on there is worth a little bit more. Stupid joke that, but it's quite funny though, isn't it? Do you know the worst one? The
Go on.
worst program as a kid?
Yeah.
South Bank Show. 10:35.
Yeah.
Because that was the moment. No, yes, it was that.
Is
It
it?
was the fingers
That's
coming.
it.
Do you know what I heard in my head?
Go on.
You are going to school tomorrow. You are going to school tomorrow.
Oh.
The weekend is over. There's nothing left. It's 10:35. Go to bed.
Well, we used to watch EastEnders, and my mum and dad it used to annoy me. And
What
my
did they
brother
say?
so much they used to go, time to go to
Oh,
bed.
I'd have set fire to the house. I'd have set fire to the
I
house
was
for that.
just like, don't say it!
Because even Melvin Brack, 10:35 as a kid, I was
Yeah.
at that point where you were like 13 and you were thinking, I could stay up. If they just put something on, 10:35,
Yeah.
all hope has gone.
Yeah.
It's done. And then you get Melvin Bragg wandering on and he could make anything boring. It's incredible. He'd go, now,
I'm sure he's a
brilliant,
nice
he's a
guy.
fantastic broadcaster. But he's
got
you're a
that
kid,
thing.
there was one where he go, and on this week's show, we've got John Lydon from the Sex Pistols. And you go, oh my God, it's John Lydon. But he's not going to be talking about the music that defined a generation. He's going to be taking us on a whistle-stop tour of his collection of 18th century glazed Victorian pottery. Come on, Melvin.
Oh,
Come on, Melvin, it's Sunday night, mate.
Oh.
And this is, do you know what? The worst thing is I think there's too much pressure on a Sunday.
Well, at
There's
least
too
we can
much.
choose our telly now.
Well, even now, though, there is a pressure on a Sunday because it's the last day of freedom. It's easy when you're 18 and you've got no kids. Because what is Sunday? Hangover recovery. Hangover recovery.
Yeah.
It's in the diary. You got smashed on Saturday. Hangover recovery.
If you haven't got a job where it is Monday to Friday,
yeah, but
you move your Monday morning.
But I did some research. Everyone gets the Sunday blues.
Really?
It's a week because it's the end of the week. It feels like a moment. Because the other thing is, like, that was it. When I was 18, Sunday, I mean, you know this, when we were at uni, it was wake up at midday, watch the Hollyoaks Omnibus and T4, get out of bed for a poo, have a bowl of Frosties, back to bed. That was the one.
That was your morning.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I didn't even get out. I didn't even get out of bed for the poo. I mean, that's... But when you're older, it's more difficult, right?
Yeah.
But that's why all these dickheads say, let's go for a walk. Because that's the only idea they've got. Right? And you do it, and everyone, Woollerton Park is doing the same lap of the same lake, with the same vacant look on their face, with a dog on a lead, and a kid on a scooter, and you see them.
The kid's not so keen.
And you see them when they get back to the car, and you can see the fear in the face where they go,
what? It's like,
that was it. That only killed an hour.
We've got to accept that this is Sunday.
Yeah, what do we do now for the rest of the day? That's just an hour. So anyway, I think it's Sunday.
Blues.
Do you want to get on the feet? Oh, before you go on the feet, go on. Sorry.
Well, hopefully we're doing a bit of a.
I'm countering the Sunday
We're
blues.
slicing those blues in half.
This is what we're doing to you. That instead of the Sunday blues and all that miserable telly, you're watching two idiots in a shed.
Yeah.
And we're here for you guys. Yeah. We're here for you. And I think
it has lifted my Sunday.
What? Standing in a chipboard tomb?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Knowing that we were coming in here tonight, I was like, actually, I've got something on tonight. I'm doing
something. Got something
I'm
on.
going somewhere.
I'm going somewhere with my husband.
Yeah, I'm going to the garden, but you know.
We're going out. We've gone out. We've got dressed up.
Not out, but we're out.
We're out, yeah. Gemma, before you go down, Gemma's been buying stuff.
Oh, what?
Here we go. This is what Gemma's got. Look at this, guys. Come on. Listen. Right. Now, Gemma bought this. I've been told it's a latest purchase. It's a basket for a bicycle. It's wicker. She's 41 and she's gone for wicker. It's not waterproof. No. It's awful. It looks like a flower arrangement basket.
I thought you were saving this for tonight's topic, fails.
Well, it is a fail.
Because I thought...
It's part of the show tonight, fails. Yours are coming up, guys.
I thought it was bigger than this.
Even E.T. wouldn't be seen dead in that.
Let's just show scale here. I can fit my phone in it.
And that's it.
No, I could probably fit...
It's not... No, I mean...
I could fit my bottle in it, not on my face.
Oh, you could fit some animals in.
I've got... I mean, you're pushing it there, aren't you?
It's rubbish. Even E.T. wouldn't be seen dead in that.
No.
It's awful. Right, and the other thing is, like, what is your thing with storage? Why you got mobile storage in your life? Are you dealing? Are you dealing?
I just wanted my bike to look like, like a bit oldie-worldy, like, with a basket on the front and that.
Your bike look oldie. It looks awful.
Oh.
I mean, your bike's a modern bike.
I think it's for a kid's bike.
It's a child's wicker basket.
Can I just let you know, I'm still using it. I'm going to put it on my bike.
She's such an idiot. She's such an idiot.
No, because I thought I could put in there, like...
What? One bag of chips or something.
I need to buy a chihuahua.
Why don't you put your dreams in there, mate? Because you've got none. It's awful. A little chihuahua. Maybe. What about putting my head in it? You could put the cat in that we're never going to buy, Olivia. Moving on. Moving on. Radio Nottingham in the morning, 7:20. We're going to be on talking about the cat. I'll come up. I'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah,
the other thing, are you going down?
I'm going down. See you in a minute.
See you in a bit, darling. Bye-bye. Gemma's going down. She's on the feed. If you do want to chat to us, say hello, shout outs. We've got lots. Before we go any further, Gemma.
Yeah.
Before we go any further.
Go on.
Big thank you to people.
Yes.
The Shed Show fans, I love you guys.
I have to come up for that.
No, you can stay down. They know where you are. The thing is, I've said this before, it is going to be a cult, and you're all going to have to pay with your souls. But until then, you've been paying via PayPal, and some of you are so generous. We love you for that. So thank you so much for supporting the show. Yeah. That's all I've got to say, Gemma. Can we have a round of applause for that statement?
Thank you.
Can we have some energy in the tomb? Okay, right, let's go. And
I don't think you thanked them enough then.
I can't do an hour, thank you. You've given me a deadline.
Just say it again.
We're really grateful. Again?
Yes,
we're really grateful. Do you know what I mean? I'm really grateful. Stop making me go weird. I did it. It was sincere. Gemma, listen, the other reason I want to talk to you about this week is this week I've done some gigs, which I've forgotten what they were. Now, the one I did, Gemma, turn off the feed. here we go, Gemma. We got this, haven't we, love? Do you remember this one this week?
Oh!
I did a gig, guys, in a factory, literally in a factory. Look, amongst lathes and machines. It's like doing a gig at the end of the Terminator. Do you know what I mean? And it was, everyone was in mask. It was very safe, very good, and good fun. But it's just, that sums up how weird my job is at the moment. Do you know what I mean? It's like, there was people sat on pallets, stood near steel. I felt like a union rep who was a bit overconfident, Gemma. So are you on the feed, my darling?
Yes,
are you on the feed? Right, okay, you will be in a minute. Okay, good. Right, okay, well, Gemma's on the tech, and I'm not going to look at it. So... The other thing is, Gemma, I've been back on the road, Gemma. Yay! On the road again, is on the road again. On the road again. Do you know what I love, Gemma?
Go on.
I need you to be involved in this bit, right? I drove to Newcastle and I listened to my new Phil Collins CD that I bought from the charity shop. Now, the thing is, there's a point in my life, Gemma. I went to Glastonbury. I was into, indie. I was quite cool. I thought it was cool, and I would have never dreamed this moment had come, but it has. I am now my father. I love Phil Collins, and I'm not even ashamed of it, Gemma. I'm not even ashamed of it. I was driving along the A1. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. I was doing the steering wheel drums, Gem. Yeah. Oh, Lord. I was harmonising with Phil. Do you know when he was doing Oh, Lord? I was going, Oh, Lord. I was doing the fills. I was in with Phil, me and Phil together, and I don't care. If it's good music, Gemma, it's good bloody music, isn't it? It's undeniable how good Phil Collins is. And what I do love, by the way, Gemma, is I love watching the way people drive. I love passing people's cars because people drive weird. There's so many different styles of driving I've not noticed before. You've got the first people, Gem, up onto the dashboard, pin on the steering wheel, terrified. Just absolutely terrified. Focused forward. They don't even look left or right. They don't have the radio on. They do nothing, Gemma, but focus on the road because they're terrified at any point they're going to get wiped out by a truck. So they're literally there. They're doing 51, Gemma, in the inside lane. 51, no further than that. 51. And I love those people, the terrified people. Then you get the other ones, Gemma. Quite the opposite. You get the lean back gangsters. I've seen one guy pass me, just an arm, Gem. He might as well have been sat in the back. And he was like leaning back like this, Gem. Like a rapper. And just sort of leaning back. And I've tried that position, Gem. The low rider. You can't see anything. You can barely see the front. You know, if you lean right back in your car... I don't like being like that. No, you can't see the sides. You're basically just driving aimlessly.
Well, she might nod off.
Do you know the other thing I do love, Gemma? Is I love people, when all the brake lights come on, because they think there's a policeman merging in the traffic, Gem, and then they pass it, realise it's a highways agency vehicle, and floor it again. And I love see, because the people, the highways agency must see that all the time. He's there with his cones on the back just going, I can't chase them. I'm not legally allowed to. But they're taking the piss out of me. And I love that. And the other thing I like, Gemma, is there's always that moment of fear, right? When you you sort of, people stare as you pass people. And everyone stares at each other. Because when you're a toddler, that's one of the perks of being a toddler, isn't it? You can stare at people. You can literally walk up to a table, stare at someone in the face for ages as a toddler, and no one can touch you for that. No. It's amazing. When you're an adult, you can't do it. You'll get punched. But the best thing is when we're in a car, we like to stare because you're thinking, well, this person drives like a prick. I wonder if they look like a prick. And you come alongside and you give them a look like that, just going, I've got you. I know you're pathetic.
Can I just say, though, you are terrible for that.
Gawper.
You gawp at people.
I do.
And then I'm like, Jesus, he's going to get out and lamp you in a minute.
I do.
Stop looking at them.
What I like to do, though, is like if there's someone in a Bentley and I pull alongside and he's like a lad of 19, I want to wind the window down and go, how have you got that? And he'll probably go, drug dealer. Thank you, mate. That's cleared that up. I can sleep tonight. Do you know what the other thing is, Gemma? There's always that moment of fear, right? When you pass a car and you think the driver's fallen asleep. Because you could just see him against the window. You think, oh my God, he's fallen asleep. And then you look and it's got French number plates.
Yes!
And I've done that so many times. He's fallen asleep. Oh, no, he hasn't. It's just a different side driver, isn't it? And it's just, here's the other thing, Gemma. Here's the other thing that's happened this week. Swimming lessons. Sophia is back swimming again. Now, I say swimming. It's not swimming, is it, Gemma? You've commented on this. If you're out there and you're taking a kid swimming who's like 4-year-old, they're not. It's not swimming, man. It's messing about for 18 quid a month. All you're doing is
she
just
smacks the water.
She just smacks the water for half an hour, then goes to the vending machine. It's like you basically.
Well, she did. You can't go in it
anymore.
anymore.
Jem, basically, you're just having a bath with a load of other parents. You know, you see the same thing, collecting Paw Patrol toys in a bucket. How's that going to help you in a fast-flowing river?
Oh, God.
And the water's so shallow, Jem, you see parents just walking along like that, Jem, on your belly with your hands down at the side, like a stingray on the seabed. Just walking round, just following them, going, put the Paw Patrol in the bucket, mate. Exactly. It's just like, get some strokes done. Yeah. But do you know what I Googled, Gemma? This story you'll like.
Go on.
Would you prefer this?
What?
Would you prefer this?
Is this going to be horrible?
Swim school defends itself after neighbours complain about tough love methods that cause children to scream and gag when they're learning to swim.
What?
Look at that, Gemma. That is a kid being chucked head
first. Are you joking?
Guys,
let me look again. That looks like a dog.
It's not a dog.
Where's the head?
In the water.
But what's that coming out of its bum?
That's the trainer.
Oh, yeah!
She just blends in. It's difficult to see. But she's basically tipped them up like a spatchcock chicken and just dropped them into the water. And what I love, right, so this swim school, Gemma, they're called the Kids Aquatic Survival School. They throw them from the age of 6 months into the deep end without floats.
That's awful.
It is, but basically they're saying it's the sink or swim survival response.
Well, literally.
Literally, right? And basically,
I'm not sure I buy that.
I quite agree what this teacher's saying, though. She sounds like a bit of a beast, but I quite enjoy what she said. She says that normal lessons don't address the survival skills required for swimming, such as back float and moving from front to back unassisted. Aquatic accidents are unforgiving. A child only gets one chance at survival or full recovery. She ain't going to learn to swim if she's drowned.
Well,
interesting. Interesting.
They're going to be traumatised for life.
Well, listen, parents, Gemma, who sent the kids, listen to this. I threw my daughter in the pool when she was 2 and she just started swimming. Never looked back since. If he's never looked back, I think she's probably drowned by now.
Oh my God.
This is the best one, Gemma. She said, my daughter attended her swim survival programme and sounded like she was being tortured for 3 solid weeks.
Oh my God.
But I can tell you this, she screams and cries a lot more when we get her home.
Oh my God, this is awful.
You say that, Gemma, but they can swim. They can swim, darling. I just love the idea, darling. If you get to swimming lessons on Friday and they've upped the game and they just go, right, just wait at the side, Gemma. They just bang Sophia in the bottom and they just go, she's drowning. No, wait. We're waiting for the sink or swim response to kick in. The survival instinct. No, stay back, Mrs. Bennett. Let her do it, Gem. And then she just goes, oh, hang on. No, Colin, get the ring. We've got a sinker. There's always a duffer in every group.
I'm not sure about this.
What would you prefer, though, love?
I just wish
They just need a happy medium.
Yeah, it's just, they're not...
Yeah.
They're just banging water, smashing the water for half an hour.
Yeah. Have we got any comments, by the way, before we move on to the next section?
Well, people were just saying that...
Sunday memories of telly. London's Burning with my dad.
Oh, I love London's Burning.
My dad, Roy, fireman for 25 years, watching London's Burning with him was like watching Casualty with a paramedic. It was a nightmare, Gemma. He'd be going, there's no pressure in that hose. We'll never put that out. He's not even doing it. He's not even got his visor down. It's a bloody nightmare. This is an health and safety nightmare, this. He's never going to rescue him. That's not a proper fireman's lift. There's no regulations there. He's not even footing the ladder. It was that for an hour, Gemma.
Exactly.
It was that for an hour.
Exactly.
Go on, love.
Yeah, Paul's just saying that you're listening to Phil Collins. You are now officially 60.
Good God. Paul's in a band. Paul, you're not telling me that Phil Collins is not a great percussionist, mate.
Yeah.
Come on.
Colin Granby, he's a lean back driver. Catherine Hall, she drives a gangster truck.
Gangster truck with Catherine Hall. Got a Zoom quiz at 8.
Yeah. Mandy Rose, she sings her head off while she's driving.
Yeah, I'm one of those, Mandy. We look mental when people pass us. I've had it before.
Jay Bennett, she's got a Kia Picanto. I want one of them.
Kia Picanto.
She says she's got to sit back, otherwise her knees would hit the dashboard every time.
Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of looks in my Kia because people look at the car, then look at me, and it's not often you find someone at 40 who's given up.
Yeah.
So if you buy a Kia, you pretty much have to listen to Phil Collins, I think.
Rachel Mary apologised for being late. They were finishing off our apple and blackberry crumble.
What? What, Rachel? You can eat it and watch online.
Oh,
You don't have to clear the table.
Maybe she's civilised and she likes to sit at the table. To
Apple
eat
and
her
blackberry
dinner.
crumble. God.
Oh.
Gemma, can we briefly mention cat update?
Yeah, go on then.
The cat situation. Obviously, last week I showed you the presentation of my daughter wanted a cat. In the time between the two shows, we've been to the kitty cafe. She's been up the street. Someone's had kittens, and I can safely say it's not put her off. It's made it worse. And we're in an interesting situation. BBC Radio Nottingham in the morning, 7:20, are interviewing me and Olivia because they were so impressed with her pitch. Yeah. So this is going to go one of two ways. I'm now going to have the entire county of Nottinghamshire rooting for my daughter to get a cat. Yeah. So I don't think that's going away, love. Do you?
I don't. And I mean, I think it was Adele has just said.
Do you want to come up, love? Because we can't see you.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I'm sure it was Adele who just said that she's very pro-cat.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I've got to find Adele's comment now.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, she was just saying that basically a cat would be a great addition. Olivia's life will be enriched by having one to care for. Enriched.
What about my life? I've got allergies. Mine won't be enriched, Adele. Gemma said to me today, you need to play that allergy card more. Oh. You need to start sneezing, going out there, finding stray cats, rubbing them on your face like loofahs. No, but just get the hives up.
Seriously, it really worries me.
I know, mate. And also, listen, let's just park it now because we've got some topical news. So come on.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this on the rails for you.
Here we go.
Go for it.
What's the jingle?
Topical news. Topical news.
Topical news. Topical news. Topical news. Topical news.
Yeah. Right, Gemma. Yeah. I'm going to be political. Deep breath.
Oh,
just a minute. Just give me a little window. Blowing my trumpet.
Political kazoo.
Political kazoo. This week, obviously, in the big story was that Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor, alluded to the fact that people working in the arts should consider retraining in other jobs.
Oh,
now, a lot's been said, but I will tell you what he said. He said, it's a very sad time. I can't pretend that everyone could do exactly the same job they were doing at the beginning of this crisis. And that's why we've put a lot of our extra resources into creating new opportunities for people. Asked, and this is from The Guardian, whether he was telling people from the arts and music world to go and get another job in a different sector, he said, that is fresh and new opportunities for people. That's exactly what we should be doing. So he's not said no, and he's not said yes, and he's left a bit of a vague sense of dismissal.
Right.
And everyone is angry, including me. Now, I'm going to say, this is a balanced thing, what I'm going to say here. I get it's a difficult time. But are they really saying that an industry that brings in 10 billion a year is no longer viable? Because I'm not so sure that Harry Potter's West End run, The Cursed Child, how much did it bring in a week? 2 million quid, shed Shodians. And that was just the price of the snacks and the intervals.
Bloody
2 million quid a week, man. And there's people saying, well, we got the 1.57 billion grant. None of it's filtered down yet, right? And basically, we can all promise money we can't deliver. Yeah. That is how I've kept our kids' pocket money below the rate of inflation. Because I keep saying, we'll review it next week. Knowing I will never do that. 2 quid is enough for any kid. The thing is, right, the other thing is I'm no confident in them getting the money to the right places, the way they've done track and trace, PPE. I wouldn't be surprised if that money was spaffed up the wall, giving the Royal Opera House a brand new chandelier. I wouldn't be surprised. Right, and this is the thing. Think about it. What have we been doing in lockdown, babe? What have we been doing?
Shed show.
Yeah, we've been doing the Shed Show, but what have people been enjoying? Netflix, books, music, podcasts.
We're not just enjoying, it's survival.
It's survival. Where do you think that comes from? We can't live like monks. I mean, a lot of us spend a lot of time in our dressing gowns, but that is laziness and not a lifestyle choice, right?
Yeah.
He's been dismissive of a whole industry, and let me just say, I can sort of understand why. Because we've been to the Edinburgh Fringe. We have taken that flyer for a one-man version of Macbeth in space. Yes. We know we have all wanted to punch the student improv group on the Royal Mile. We get what his perception. No, what I mean is there's a perception that all the arts are hello, welcome to Macbeth. And it's not that. Some of us, right? Some of us are not chances. Some of it's professionally qualified people, right? It's like thinking you know the entire construction industry because you've watched one episode of Bob the Builder. Yeah. It really is, honestly. So what I want to say is, right, I've worked as a designer. Like we've had to have jobs alongside our art.
Yes.
I worked as a designer for 10 years. I'm still dipping my toe in it now to survive, right? And that job, right, is quite high pressured, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite. Everyone's scrutinising me. It's. I feel like I'm always being, challenged and all. And I'm so glad I got out of that and did comedy, which is exactly the same. But the thing is, right, here's the thing. It's the amount of lies I told to get to gigs, to balance those two worlds. I used to say like doctors, dentists, car in the garage. My kids were ill. My kids were ill so often. My boss organised a charity fundraiser. That is how, and it's never been a hobby for a lot of people. It's not a hobby, right? Baking cakes is a hobby. Playing golf on a Sunday, that's a hobby. Driving to Aberystwyth on a Wednesday night to perform for 2 people and a dog for no money at Bobby Wingnut's Cackle Dungeon. Yeah. It's not a hobby, it's a mental illness. Do you know what I mean? We can't just switch that off, mate. We love performing the same. We think about performing the same way you lot think about demonising the poor. We love it. We can't get enough of it, right? Some of us aren't married into rich families. We haven't got rich parents. We haven't got the old school tie on our side, right? We're hard working. We're paying taxes into an industry that's thriving and is the envy of the world. Mic drop. There you go.
Oh, boom.
It is the envy of the world. It's the best out of all the things we've created. And like asking to retrain. They didn't ask the bankers to retrain when they crashed the economy in 2008, did they?
No, true.
And they tanked everything. We've got niche skills as well. You can't put a comedian in any job. It's weird. We say
you
things.
are really good at taking the bins out.
I'm great at taking the bins out. But even that, the thing is, we've made a career out of saying things that shouldn't be said. You don't want that in your company. You don't want, before Claire gives us a presentation on this month's sales figures, we've got Scott here who's got a fantastic story.
Where's that photo?
We've got Scott here who's got a fantastic story about the time he shit himself on a megabus coming back from Glasgow. It's not there, is it? It's not what we want. And there's a website that's causing a lot of problems.
Why?
It's a government skills assessor. People put in their skills and they say, here's what you should retrain as.
Oh, right.
So it's like a careers officer, and we know how useless they were.
That's like those questionnaires you used to get in teenage magazines, like, where it says,
It's exactly the same.
Do you like hot dogs?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
When you go there.
Yeah.
Do you like socialising? Yes. Do you like dogs? Yes.
You're going to be a vet. It's like that. That is how arbitrary it is, because it's like when you got the careers officer at school, the lads are going there and he said, what do you like, Billy? And he said, well, I like setting fire to stuff, and I like going swimming. And he'd go, fire brigade, navy, next. And the girls are coming, like, what do you want to do, Carol? Well, I've got a younger sister, childcare or nursing, next. Yeah. And it was pointless, right? A 57-year-old woman who worked in the theatre, was suggested, boxer.
Boxer?
A boxer.
I'd love to know what tick boxes
I don't know what. I think she liked working in front of people and working nights. I think that's literally. And this is the best thing, right? This is what we're going to be left with when the arts have gone. Are we going to be seeing a pay-per-view event of Dame Judi Dench versus Helen Mirren coming live from Caesar's Palace? Yeah. Because do you know, with Anthony Hopkins in the corner, just rubbing Vaseline on their eyebrows, Ian McKellen in the other with a towel. Just come on, work her, Judy, work her ribs. Come on, ropey dope, get in there, Helen. No elbows, Helen, you dirty girl. Come on. I mean, this is I did it, right? I filled it in. Guess what it came up with for me? So I said, I like public speaking. Right. I like meeting deadlines. I like working with people. And I like solving problems. What job do you think that give me? Public speaking. Basically,
teacher.
No. Lawyer.
Lawyer?
Like you can just go and be a lawyer.
Yeah.
I love the idea of me just going, I walk into a solicitor's and go, right, I'm starting now. What, you've got 8 years of training? No, mate, I'm starting now. I really like it. I've watched, what's that one? I've watched Scent of a Woman. No, what's the one with...
Law and Order?
Law and Order, I've watched that. What's the other one with Tom Cruise in? Officer... Few Good Men. I watched Few Good Men and The Firm, and I think I can do it, mate. Yeah. I think they're the two you need, aren't they? So I'm going to start Monday. Yeah. Give me any case you need. Well, triple murder, I've got that. I could do any of that. I could do solicitor, I can do divorces. I mean, the thing is that the amount of training, by the time I've done all that, my first case will be the same week as when I retire. Do you know what I mean? I'll be like a 67-year-old bloke on the thing, just going, I can't remember any of the details. I mean, it's not good enough, is it? I think the one thing, right, I'm going to say is true. We do agree on one thing, me and Rishi. When he said, I can't pretend that everyone can do exactly the same job they were doing at the beginning of this crisis. I'm totally with you on that, because you and your bunch of idiots who ruined this all need to get new jobs. There you go.
They need to retrain.
They need to retrain, mate.
But what could they do?
What could they do? Comedians, because they've been comical, mate. So there we go. That's my little rant. Topical news.
It went full circle.
Went full circle. What do you think?
It.
What do you think?
Nice.
Sometimes, Gemma, it's not laugh a minute. It's a cause close to my heart.
Laugh a minute?
It's not laugh a minute.
You're not bloody kidding.
No, it's quite, Gemma, it's important, isn't it? It's important.
It is important.
It's important, darling. Right, come on. Are we going to do a question of the week?
Yeah! Woo!
Come on then. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. When is Scott going to be voted in as an MP? That's I know you'll get really tense when I
do
start.
get tense when you get
tense?
I'm fine.
What? Because it's not.
Fine.
I'm defending the arts. It's the world I live in, my darling.
No,
we're in a shed. We're prancing and dancing. This is our job.
You're very welcome to defend the arts, and I, of course, also defend the arts.
Yes.
But all I'm saying is there's lots of folk out there having a tough time who don't work in the arts.
I get it. But we're in a viable industry. A lot of,
I know what you're saying.
We are viable.
I think
hashtag we are viable. That's what the hashtag is. We are viable. Anyway, I've said my piece. Let's move on. Right, here we go. The theme this week was fails.
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 Well, the first one was the basket. That was a
Gemma fail. I think Rishi Sunak's done a fail.
Yeah,
there you go. That's a fail this week.
Yeah, the retrain.
Here's the first person. I've got this, and I found some stories on the internet as well of fail. So the first person is Calamity Jane. Now, when they are anonymous, you know they're going to be absolute crackers.
Oh yes.
And Calamity Jane's is. She said, "I became single after 24 years and embarked on the online dating scene. What an eye opener that is! And it's not just the eyes that are opening, my darling.
My God.
She said, I'm loving life, and there are different ways of flirting online." Basically, I know where she's going with this.
Go
the friskier it gets, it seems to get friskier the later it gets. And I like this. I like that. Calamity Jane's got a point there. Have you had a few drinks? You think, I feel like I'm back in the nightclub. I'm going to get the webcam on. I'm going to make love to this webcam. I'm going to go and get my nice pants on. And then she said what she did was the suggestive picture came from... on this particular occasion, I woke in the middle of the night, all bleary-eyed. I couldn't focus my eyes properly. Yeah, and I sent a suggestive picture to what I thought was the guy I was seeing at the time. Only it wasn't. Now on WhatsApp, you can delete up to an hour later. I didn't realise until the morning I had sent it to my boss.
That's awful.
I love that. Is a classic. We've all done that on WhatsApp. Sometimes I've sent a WhatsApp message talking about someone on a WhatsApp group, but sent it to them instead of to someone else. So I've slagged off the person directly.
You haven't slagged out.
No. I made a comment that, and then I've had to go quick delete for everyone. And there's that moment where you can't do it fast enough. Delete for me, not for me, for everyone. And you're waiting for those 2 blue ticks when you know they've read it. And there's a countdown like, oh my God, my life's over.
You were slagging me off to the rest of the family.
I think it was, yes, I do that quite regularly. So basically, she said, I woke up the next day to this picture and I could have died. Worse was to come. He's about 10 years younger than me. Weeks later, at our work's Christmas do, he came on to me and asked me to stay in his hotel room rather than go home. I ran for the hills. Well, I got an Uber home. And weeks later, my job went too. He got rid of me.
No!
Can you believe that? Calamity Jane.
I thought she was like,
and
giving him the old...
And then she said, still, the picture was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
She looked cracking.
Did she close the picture?
No, she didn't. Send it to me, Jane, and we'll sort that out. Just send it to me at the usual address. I did have that.
Put it on the wall of positivity.
I woke up in the middle of the night, thought I'd gone blind there.
Well, yeah, you were a bit weird.
I woke up, and I think, do you know what it was now?
We're in the dark.
Yeah, because it was pitch black, and I'd been watching my iPad on my side like that. And I was watching like that, and I think my eyes had got into the bright. I was watching like that, and I don't know what happened. Then I sort of moved my eye, and I was like, I had a complete black spot, and instantly, I'm a real panicker, and I thought, I've had a stroke. I literally started moving my hands, started doing this, thinking, I've had a stroke down this side of my eye.
What's interesting is you took my glass of water.
Yeah.
Why?
To try and wash my eye out.
That was downstairs in the morning.
I don't know why I did that. No, I can't remember doing it. I think it was possibly 6 cans I'd had. Paul McGeady from Manky Beds fame. One of my many fails. Lynn was away. I love his life. Paul and Lynn. Ooh, that's not you, Lynn. We just Lynn was away, and I had the challenge of working out how to use a washer dryer. I love that as a man.
The challenge.
I had the challenge of working out the washer dryer. Like you're making out, Paul, that it was like keyhole surgery. It's just turning on the appliance, you bell end. I was getting a ribbon for not knowing. Anyway, I sussed it, proudly posted on Facebook. He put it on Facebook. Yeah. In your face. The washing is on. Then he went for a pint to celebrate. I bet when he went down the pub, he went, she started going on at me about this washer dryer. Just switched it on. Now I'm down the pub. Easy, easy, easy. Anyway, he came home and he tumble dried his dirty clothes for 3 hours.
Oh, Jesus. So he'd actually hard encrusted the dirt into his clothes.
Yeah, so basically he baked his clothes in dirt.
The dirt.
Gemma, have you got any fails?
Loads.
Did you give us one fail before we dip back into the customers?
The one of the biggest fails I've had for us was we were going to a wedding in London and I booked the hotel.
Yes, Gemma booked the hotel.
And I booked an ambulance room thinking this was, mood lighting, candles, scented candles maybe.
Ambient? You said, because it was an ambient...
No, ambulance room. It was
ambulance
called.
room.
Ambulance.
So Gemma thought they were going to give us candles and potpourri.
I thought it was... In my head,
like a mood
it was
room.
Ambient room.
What is a mood? What is an ambient room though in an hotel?
Well, I thought it was going to be like romantic.
In a travel lodge, by the way.
No, it wasn't a travel lodge.
It was.
It was a
travel lodge.
It wasn't a travel lodge. It was a
travel...
holiday inn.
It's a travel lodge.
And I honestly thought it'd be like perhaps really plush.
Yeah.
Decor.
4-poster bed in a travel lodge. A velvet key card.
Ambulance room is for disabled people.
Yeah.
So we have 2 single beds, an emergency pull cord in the middle.
Walk-in shower, massive.
Shower, which that's fine.
To be honest, I'd book it again.
Did we stay in it?
Yeah.
No, they moved us. They did move us
I think
to a double room. But I was like, and we walked in, I was like, where's the candle?
There's a pull cord everywhere for emergencies. Big button on the wall. Do you know what though? I think we'd have slept better in there. Separate beds, big shower.
I don't think I was honest about... I don't think I admitted that I thought it was an ambient room.
What do you mean?
Because what is an ambient room?
I think you did. I think you said, I thought it was ambient. And she looked at you as if to say,
did I?
what are you on about? Well, lava lamps.
Oh, God. It's so
that was our fail. The other one is, you said to me, I'd got you a hairdryer for Christmas once. Now, Gemma has got this thing, and this is the first time she saw me.
No, I'm sure I've mentioned it before.
She says that a hairdryer isn't a present.
No.
Now this was a top of the range hairdryer, man. This was like a G. What is it?
It was a GHD.
GHD. I mean, this was.
Don't get me wrong. It was.
She needs to use it now. It would have sorted that out. It would have blown the air off your head.
Don't get me wrong. It's a nice dryer.
Sexy dryer.
It is a nice dryer. But to me, any gift that does a job. Right? Mm-hmm. So we're talking here, I don't think coffee machine comes into this because making a cup of coffee is for pleasure.
Yeah. Rampant rabbit. that does a job, doesn't it?
Drying your hair is a job.
Does a job I can't
There's no pleasure in drying your hair.
Yeah, I know, but then
it's like buying a Hoover. I'm going to get myself a Hoover if I want a Hoover.
It's like me getting you a slow cooker for Christmas, isn't it?
I do love my slow cooker, but I don't want it for Christmas.
I know what you mean.
I don't want to. Yeah. So anyway, I feel that was, and you were so pleased with yourself. It had a lovely box, and I just felt a little bit disappointed.
So anyway, she says that, but also I would say, right?
Go on.
That you.
What are you going to get me back with now?
No, I would say that the thing is, it's the thought that counts. I think it was a good present, and
it was a great dryer.
It was a great dryer.
It's
never let you down.
It's
exactly.
Still going.
Reliability is more important than love. That's a metaphor for our relationship. No, it's a metaphor for our relationship because sparks might not fly every time. I might not be the most exciting person, but I've never missed a mortgage payment. And
also, I blow hot and cold.
Yeah. She does blow hot and cold, mate.
Oh, God.
Here's another one you did.
I tell you what, it's bloody good when I defrost the freezer.
Well, here we go. We've got one here from Lynette Rooney. Eddie Rooney. I love Eddie Rooney.
I just love the name Rooney.
It's amazing. On the theme of fails, you know those punching ball bag machines? Punching ball bag. Punching ball bag machines. I've never.
Scott,
No.
you've got to read that round.
No, boxing ball punch bag machines. What did I say? Punching ball bag machines, which is a very different machine. Do you know what? They should do that. Imagine that in Blackpool, just a really tall bloke. All day, Jem. They'd have to do shifts, wouldn't they? John, I'm really sore. It's your shift. Just.
That's so funny. Oh God.
So basically,
That would
right?
be so much more satisfying in gyms if they just had massive testicles. Like,
I know, yeah, just like a proper like speedballing.
get your aggression out.
Yeah, just.
Yeah.
Just speedballing.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
then, come on, I'm really sore. Why do I keep having to do this?
Real testicles.
Anyway, he said, you know those boxing ball punch bag machines that tell you how much you've punched? Well, Eddie Rooney Sr. was showing off to our son, Eddie Rooney Jr. Oh, it's like George Bush.
Good.
It's like George Bush, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, Eddie Rooney Sr. A crowd were gathering, and he says, "Mind out of the way, son. I'll show you how it's done." He put all his weight behind the punch and went for the punch ball. He totally missed it and fell headfirst into the machine. We couldn't even ask if he was okay because we were laughing so much. Oh, I love that. I love that.
Have you got Hollies?
Hollies, anti-Holly here. Anti-Holly. We've got Michael Lemigan actually. I've got something with Lemenya. He said.
You still can't do it.
Do you know what? Can you do the shed show? He's actually asked this.
Go on.
We need to do this before the end.
Okay.
You can play us out on this.
Yeah.
Can you do the shed show theme in French?
Oh,
For-
yeah.
And we're going to give them a short. We're going to
I
give
feel
them a
nervous.
short message on
Okay.
November the 3rd
Okay.
for their wedding anniversary. But have a think about that towards the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right then. Ooh,
Anyway.
we've gone all international.
Yes. He basically. Here we go. I'm just trying to think of another one here. We've got another one here.
Where's Hollies?
We've got Holly, and
Did you
then
print that out?
yeah, I printed that out. It's the last page here, mate. Holly, who is
Sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law,
Can I just say a quick congratulations?
Yeah, little Baba.
We have a new nephew.
Yeah. We thought, as Olivia met at the weekend, we thought that would pacify her. Nephew better than a cat. Still wants a cat.
Yeah, still wants a cat.
I think it would. I think I prefer another kid.
What, than a cat?
Yeah. That is saying something.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I know.
what's easier? I'm not allergic to babies.
No, true.
Let's have another Baba.
Oh, God.
And dress it as a cat. Perfect. There you go.
Perfect.
Job
Right,
solved.
fine.
Cover it in, roll it in glue, roll it in cat hair, give it to Olivia. Right. Here we go. Holly said, I had my stupid pregnancy fail this week. So this was before the Baba was born. Morrison's home delivery required 40 minimum spend. So to secure one slot, I put 2 bottles of gin and then I would edit it later. Someone else has done this.
Yeah.
Gemma does it with a bottle of Moe,
Yeah.
making us out to be
£40.
millionaires.
And then so many times.
So what Holly did,
Go
she
on.
edited yesterday for a full shop delivery, and the guy turns up. He's come all the way from Halifax
Oh, no.
with 2 bottles of gin because she'd edited next week's delivery instead of that one.
No! So at least Holly actually had edited the shop. She'd attempted
Yes,
to edit
you're
it,
saying
unlike
that though,
me, forgetting
but we
totally.
still have a pregnant woman here, heavily pregnant at 39 weeks, receiving 2 bottles of gin
And
on
that's
her
it.
doorstep,
And
that's
that is
it.
it.
I mean, that is troubling.
There must be so many people who do this.
Well, you do it with the champagne. So when the champagne comes,
Yeah.
we've ordered mini Kievs and
Yeah.
champagne. He thinks
Yeah.
we're some sort of eccentric millionaires.
Oh, God.
You do it all the time.
So, that must annoy the drivers so much. They must be like, oh, another tosser who's put champagne on the order.
Can I give you a fail from the internet?
Open the internet.
A fail from the internet, the world of the internet.
Yeah.
This is stuff Scott's found on the internet because he's running out of material. You know that theme?
No. Stuff Scott's found on the internet. Found on the internet. That was awful.
That was
so
No,
bad.
it's stuff Scott found on the internet
Oh.
because he's running out of material.
I don't know how to do that.
Forget it, it doesn't
Right,
matter.
fine.
Poundland
Yeah.
has caused controversy by selling Ouija boards
Yeah.
for Halloween
Right.
in Poundland. Let me tell you the story.
What?
A paranormal investigator has spoken of his horror at Ouija boards being sold in Poundland. Paul Masters, member of the True Paranormal Events UK, said he was gobsmacked that such an item was on the shelves, claiming they can release deadly demons if not handled by trained mediums.
Come on.
Well, don't use a trained medium. Use a large or a small. He said said Ouija boards are certainly not a toy and should not be available for kids to buy in pound shops for Halloween. Never mind adults. He said it does not matter if they're plastic or wood. If the planchette spells the word Zeus, it is a demon trying to come through. And you should not even say the name, never mind continuing to communicate with it.
Oh.
I've said the word Zeus now. Sorry.
Zeus.
The paranormal investigator said many people in this field are angry about it, especially the heightened risk on Halloween. Poundland said the product is only available for over 18s, but Paul from Hull? Sorry, Hull. I did that on purpose.
Okay.
Said he did not see any age limit on the product. We wouldn't touch Ouija boards. We only have mediums to do that who was trained, so they're too dangerous. I'm trying to do the whole accent. And we don't know what it entails using them. 5. The risks of untrained people using Ouija boards is unimaginable. It's ludicrous. What I loved is when he said, Paul warned, all hell could break loose if the demon attached itself and followed them around.
Oh.
I mean, it's in Poundland. It's probably a security guard.
Oh, God.
Do you know the best one? I wonder if you kept the receipt, would you be able to bring it back if it didn't work? Like this didn't bring anything back. Do you know the other thing? It's Poundland, right? Most of these kids who will buy this Ouija board are only going to use it to try and make contact with their real dads.
Oh, Scott, that's bad.
It's a funny joke, though. I have to say it. We also...
What, is that on there?
No, it's my joke.
Oh, right.
Also, a Ouija board for £1. It's not going to be great, is it? It's a £1 Ouija board.
I'm sure it's about as effective as the most expensive Ouija board you can buy.
What I'd love, though, is you might get the devil.
It's a load of...
Yeah, but you might get the devil, but he ain't going to stay long, is he? You imagine him coming down and going, come on, mate. You got the devil, like, come on, mate, let's sacrifice a virgin. He was like, no, mate, you're getting a quid's worth. You're getting a quid's worth here, right? You can have a selfie and a go on the trident, and that's it.
That's it, yeah.
So there you go.
Very good.
It's a nice little story.
Nice.
Poundland fail there. Should we do some more from our fails from our?
Yes, please.
I also think as well. We got one fail. I'll tell you this very quickly, is that when Olivia was about 3 and she was on her scooter, we had a parenting fail, remember?
God.
We were walking round the park, Willerton Park. I think it was a Sunday, we were broken like everyone.
No, it was the university.
University grounds. And she was on this scooter, and me and Gemma had a coffee, we were chatting, and she just set off. And we didn't realise there was like a steep hill. And I even remember we were sipping on a coffee, and she got to the top of this hill. There's Olivia, she's about 3 years old on this scooter, and she set off over the other side, and I couldn't see it. And in my head, I just thought, we're either going to get away with this, or we're going to look like the worst parents imaginable.
Yeah.
Still drinking our coffee. She went over the hill, she got right to the bottom, and then she panicked.
Yeah.
And just went straight over,
Yeah.
head first, chin, arm, skin like that.
It was
and
awful.
basically, her parents were walking past us, the other parents, and they looked at me and Gemma holding our coffees.
Like we were
The
school.
kid was on the floor, laid out. They looked at us, they looked at the coffees, and looked at the kid, and looked at us like we were absolute scum.
I think I actually had panicked and given you my coffee and rushed to her by this point.
Yeah, I kept hold of the coffees because they were expensive coffees. We've got another one here. We're going to read. There's quite a lot here. I'm going to try and find
Fails.
Oh, Lynn Hill, my epic fail.
Oh.
Classic Car Club. She's in the Classic Car Club. I love Lynn Hill. Lynn Hill, I want your life in a way.
And she's got a caravan.
She's got a classic. I bet she listens to Phil Collins.
Oh, I bet she does. I just have to get my water.
In
Excuse me.
the Classics car.
Oh, yeah. Come on, then, carry on.
Yeah, here we go. Sorry. Right. I thought you'd disappeared. Right, Lynn Hill. My epic fail.
Yes.
Our Classic Car Club went to the National Trust. God, it's getting better, this. I love a National Trust.
Oh,
I love dragging our kids, miserable children, round a National Trust property, making them get an activity sheet and read every plaque. Read every plaque.
I love a bit of Chatsworth,
Yeah,
though.
we're going to be here for 4 hours. You're going to read every
You
plaque.
can still go to, I'm sure Chatsworth are still doing their Christmas.
Are you working for Chatsworth?
No, I just
well,
like Chatsworth.
they can Google that. She said, and they decided on Charlecote Park. I decided to make this my event. I got in touch with the property and arranged parking for us to display our cars. On the day Paul and I got there, spoke to staff, put up our flags, banners, but the car club members didn't arrive. Eventually, we got in touch with the members and they said, yes, we're at Charlecote Park, as first discussed. However, I realised at that point I was at the wrong National Trust property.
No!
Oh, Lynn.
Oh, flaming egg. Oh.
So she gathered up the banners. 45 minutes later, they drove into Charlecote Park to a standing ovation, and all the club members lined the drive, clapping and whooping. I think she did it on purpose.
What, so they can make a big entrance?
So they can make a big entrance.
That reminded me, I told you about this one today as well, when we were little. my mum had a friend who was like, they were minted millionaires.
Yeah.
And they were getting married and they'd invited us all to the wedding. I remember my mum and dad, because we didn't have a lot of money growing up, and they'd spent quite a lot on lovely outfits for us to go to this wedding.
Yeah.
And we got there because it was in the grounds of their house, and we could see the marquee, and we're like, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. And we were 2 days late. 2 days late.
2 days.
The marquee, there were people like dismantling.
They were on the
marquee.
honeymoon.
And they said, oh, but...
I bet, well, there's just remnants of canapes on the grass.
Yeah, they're like, come in though,
come and have a look at what you could have
won. We'll
won.
show you pictures of what we, you know.
Come and have a look at the pictures of what
we
it was
cried.
They were giving out.
Cried.
They were giving out free money.
Yeah, I think we made my mum feel really bad as well.
Oh, well, she should
feel bad about that.
That's one you put in a diary. Millionaires' weddings.
I
Got to
know.
go on the
It's like,
calendar.
Mom, oh my God.
The other thing I've said is
Go on.
we haven't got. Have we got any quarantine quarrels? Because I've got.
Yeah.
Can we have?
Yeah.
Can we have the opposite?
What?
Can we have
Quarantine.
compliments? Something
Quarantine
compliments.
compliments? Quarantine.
No, we need another word for quarantine that begins with a C. Let's do this outside of the show.
Okay.
But you said to me the other day, you quite like my forearms. My hairy forearms. She likes the pelt. She sometimes, when watching telly, she'll.
The thing is,
They're like a bee pelt.
the thing is,
Feel the bee.
The thing is,
This is a cat. I'm going to put this alongside Olivia. Go on.
The thing is, right? Can I just say,
Yeah.
you struggled to grow facial
Thank
hair.
you. Tell
for
everyone.
years.
I can't do it.
Bum
Yeah.
fluff all the way.
Yeah.
Like you know, and I like a beard. I like a man with stubble.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got it now,
Yeah.
but you've got a lot of hair everywhere else. Like very hairy head. I mean, almost Wolverine forearms.
Wolverine forearms.
Yeah.
Wolverine arms.
Really hairy legs.
Yeah.
But
Let's not go any
the
more
face.
detail. I don't know where it goes. I don't know what's happened to my face. My face just refuses to go. But you like stroking it, don't you?
Yeah, it's
so have you got
quite
any
nice.
quarantine quarrels to offset? Bear in mind, I've got lovely pelty arms.
Yeah.
One quarantine quarrel.
Yeah.
Play the music if you have.
What's the quarantine quarrel?
Quarantine quarrel.
Quarantine quarrels. Quarantine quarrels.
What's that harpsichord?
Quarantine quarrels. It's
Oh,
quite
that's
nice.
quite nice, isn't it?
Right. Basically,
Yeah.
what's really doing my Sweden at the moment is, and you've done it. I can't tell you how many times I've asked you about.
Just
to do
bearing in
this.
mind, someone has just said Scott Bennett for Prime Minister. So
Okay.
carry on. Thank you.
No, that's 20 minutes old. Remember?
Doesn't matter. I'm still going to be.
Yeah.
I'm still going to apply. I'm going to apply online tonight.
Yeah.
Go on.
In the shower we have bottles. Okay. A few bottles on the
Of
floor of the
lager.
shower. Okay.
Gin.
And what you do
Mhm.
is you use the shower gel, so you flip the little lid up,
Yeah.
and then you place it back on the floor with the lid still up.
I don't even
Now
know
what
I'm doing
happens?
that.
What happens?
Fills with water.
It fills with water.
Yeah.
So when I come to use it and I tip up the shower gel,
Yeah.
it's just. I nearly said a really rude word then. It is
It's like.
It's just
I know what you're
the
saying.
most
It's like baby batter.
It's
Baby
wazzy gel. There's no gel. It's just diluted.
It's making it go further.
Rubbish.
It's making it go further. We are
No,
in
you
time.
can't even lather up with this wazzy water-based rubbish. Just all it takes is you cannot be bothered to go.
It's down the floor. I've got a bad back.
No, but just in your hand. Put the lid on.
Do you know what's annoying about these quarantine quarrels,
Yeah.
guys? I've got so many, and when it comes to pressure of being in the webcam, I can't think of any.
Yeah.
And she comes away with it perfect.
There we go.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Adele Smith's come up with a good one. Confinement compliments.
confinement compliments. Confinement.
Yeah. Confinement. No, don't worry.
No.
I'll do a new
I'm
jingle.
gonna have
I'll
to
do a
think
new
of some
jingle.
other things for you.
Yeah.
I can't think of other things
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Oh, I've got one.
Oh!
I've got one.
No!
I've got one.
I thought I got away with it.
Gemma never locks her car. Oh, God. Stop. Don't even speak. This is the thing. It gets right on my nipples, right? To the point of it's madness. What she'll do is I will literally come home from a gig and I will check the car and oh, it's open. I could be anyone. I could be someone walking up and down the street checking the car. She's got a clicky thing on her car. But what she'll do is she'll get the kids out, she'll run inside, and then she'll just not bother. Or when we're together, this is how annoying it is.
Yeah.
We'll all be together. We'll all get out the car, and she'll just set off walking like this. Set off walking, and I'm thinking, No, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. At some point, she's going to do it. At some point, she's going to do it. We're walking. At some point, she's going to turn around and click.
I do always
and then
do it.
I'll go, are you going to let your cat? She'll go, I don't let me cat.
Oh, yes!
I'm going to let you cat.
I don't like
me. Will you
I
give
like
me a
to
chance?
do it in my own good time.
Will you
And what I would
away?
say to you...
You forget so many
No,
times.
and
And one of these days, someone's going to go in there and steal your J-Lo CD and your old crisp packets you get. And her car is filthy as well.
It's so not
There's
filthy.
stuff in every seat pocket.
Oh,
The kids
I'm
have
not
ruined it.
having that. I'm not...
I did that to wind her up. She's angry now. We're having a full row. Quarantine quarrel. Just lock your bloody car. Someday we're going to
I'm not having that. My car is immaculate compared to yours.
If you want a free car, guys, come to Beeston.
No.
It's on the, if you want a free car, thieves out there. Because the other thing is, I said to her, if you leave it open and it gets gone missing, what happens, Gemma? Can't claim on the insurance. Why? I'll ring the insurance company. They'll go, did you lock it? I'll go, yes, she would have done. But she walked away, had a full 2 weeks in Provence, and then thought about it.
The only time when I generally forget to lock it is
every day.
when I'm caring for your 2 children.
You can do both.
I'm getting them out the car, getting all their things, getting shopping, and I'm getting out the car, and that's when I'm.
Do you know?
I
googled another car with automatic locking. I would get into debt to solve this problem for my mental health.
Scott, it is the biggest pile of rust. Nobody's going to nick that car. There is nothing of value in that car.
But why leave it open?
It's not like I've got...
That's what Gemma does. She does this. I'm glad you've done that in front of everyone.
Can I just say...
No,
if I forget, then that's the nature of forgetting.
No, because what she does...
I don't do it intentionally. I don't think, oh, I tell you what, I'm going to forget to lock my car now.
Right, listen. What she'll do is, because what she does is she diverts. She'll go, well, no one's going to steal it anyway. Well, why lock anything then? That's such a crap argument.
No, that's a crap argument, because if you've got a BMW, you would obviously, it would be more sensible to keep that locked because it's more desirable. Mine would just book it out there.
They're stealing old cars because they're easy to joyride in, mate. I'm one of these days.
Right, Michael Waters' house says, why do we use the same shower gel? And I'm just going to say, because he loves Femme Fresh Lily.
Michael, I like my...
Femme Fresh Lily of the Valley.
Michael. Yes, Michael,
whatever.
when your testicles smell like a meadow, you will change your mind, my friend. You don't need to smell like you've just come from, a squash tournament with your mates. You don't need. I don't need that macho shit in my life, Michael. I'm quite happy with the smell of linen or pine nuts.
No, we use simple,
because I've got sensitive skin.
People.
No, I've got sensitive skin, which is another reason why we can't have a. Did you like that? You can't have a. If I'm having to rub myself in
that was the equivalent of a spoken emoji.
Yeah,
you
did a spoken emoji.
Say cat, you went.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to go aubergine, aubergine. I'm going to do spoken emojis. A new thing.
Yeah, spoken emoji.
Stop. Love that. Stop it now. Rainbow. Have we got time for one more story? Should we ring your mum and dad? I don't have to do this story this week.
How are we doing?
It's 8:02.
Oh God! Well, what's it's already gone to a Zoom.
She's gone to a Zoom call. We've lost her. I've got a story about a priest having a threesome fail. Shall I do it next week though, or do you want to do it quickly?
Go on then.
Could do it quickly.
Off you go.
Right, this is a priest.
Yeah.
He's having to fail. A Catholic priest, Gemma.
Yeah.
He's gone all out here. He was arrested after allegedly recording himself having sex with 2 dominatrices, which is the plural for dominatrix, on the altar of his own church. Oh. Look at him. I mean, he does look like he could be capable of that. But what I love, right? So basically, someone had found them, Gemma, 11 at night. They could see them from the road, going at it, filming it. There were sex toys on the altar. There was cameras. There was lighting. 2 dominatrix and him with his half of his vicar clothes on. Right? And so basically, church law said that when places are violated, they must be repaired by what's that say? Penitential right before they can be used again. So they have to get someone to come in and get rid of the evil. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they just mean like a deep clean, mop it over with a wet wipe. They've got a christening morning after. They're going to have to clean it, aren't they? Anyway, so what I love is, I just love the idea that that's the most exciting thing to happen in church. I mean, if you're going to go out of the clergy, that is the way to do it, isn't it? 2 dominate, 2, not just 1, 2. 2 of them. He was having a bit of fun. The consenting adults, Gemma. What is the problem? It's not the worst thing the Catholic Church have done. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
And he could see. Do you know what I love? The problem is he's done it at his place of work, which is a church. it would have been worse if he'd have worked for KFC and he'd just had it over the counter. You're like, can I have a zinger burger, mate? And when you're finished, can I have some chips with it? Give it a wipe down, all right? I don't want that in my coleslaw. Right? I would rather watch that, though, than a nativity any day of the week. Would you? What,
Well,
a vicar going at two dominatrix any day of the week? It's ironic, really, because they frowned upon a dominatrix in the church, but there's Jesus behind them pinned up on a cross. It's kind of kinky anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
So can you imagine? Do you know what I love? Is when he would be the one vicar, though, that following Sunday, you wouldn't want to accept a communion wafer from, would you?
No, exactly.
Wash those hands, mate, before you give me that, please.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it. That's a
There
vicar
we go,
fail.
vicar
That's
fail.
a vicar fail. Silly little story. Probably not worth doing.
I was half listening, half writing.
I knew he wasn't listening. It was a
I
waste
was
of time.
half writing the schedule in French. Okay.
Right. Oh, are you going to do it now? Or are you going to do it
at
as
the
a...
end.
Oh, she's done it
Show
already.
your boobs.
Michel Lomangon.
Le
Le
Mangan.
I'm going to read your story next week, Michelle. We've run out of time. We're going to ring my parents. Get ringing, Gemma.
Mags and Roy.
Mags and Roy. Let's see what they're up to. What have they failed on?
Hang on a minute.
What?
It's not on.
What do you mean it's not on?
It's not happening, mate.
Oh. It's got his timed out.
Timed out.
Oh, there we are.
Here we go, mate.
Mags and Roy. Oh,
Mags and Roy.
we're ringing Mags and Roy, everyone. My mum and dad at home in Old Snidel.
Hello.
Hello, Magsy.
Really? I thought everybody wanted to finish for the Zoom at 8
Oh,
o'clock.
it's only one person. Don't you get on this as well? I can't plan my life around other people, Mum. You can watch this on
I
demand.
don't know.
I know.
You are very difficult. Oh, I'll put you on to your dad.
You are very... Oh, she got really annoyed with me.
You two need to go to marriage guidance.
I know.
Relate.
We're all right, Dad. It's just she annoys me and I annoy her.
Oh,
How are you
what
doing?
to do by now, didn't you, love?
That's what happens.
How are you doing anyway?
We're doing absolutely champion.
Yay!
Have you got anything you've done wrong, failed of this week, Dad?
Really well. Well, fail this week.
Yeah, have you failed? Any fails?
Well, your mum's failed tonight.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, go on.
Your dad picked a song,
Yeah.
and we haven't had much time to look at it. When we looked at it,
Yeah.
it was shocking.
You
Oh.
can sing it, basically.
So, 20 minutes ago,
Yes.
half an hour ago, we had to pick another one.
Oh, God.
This.
So this might be even more terrible.
Well, no, it's the theme of the show, Mum. What are you gonna? That's almost method.
This is live television.
Well,
this is what happens.
What we're going to do, Mum and Dad, is we're going to hear your song, and then Gemma's going to play us out doing the shed show in French.
Hurry up now.
See, have we got to hurry up?
If I hurry up, then I'm...
No, go on.
No.
Go on, Dad.
Oh, little story.
No.
Yes, you can. Let him do it. Don't you have a row. Dad, you can do it.
Come on, quickly. Right, off we go.
Oh, okay then.
No, Dad. Let's hear your story, Dad. Let's hear your story.
Very old child.
Okay then.
Let's hear your story, Dad.
What are we singing?
No, let's.
Oh, yeah. Because
Johnny Nash has died.
Johnny Nash died.
Oh, yeah.
No, Dad, stop. What's your story?
I am tired.
We have got time. Yes, just get on with it.
Right. Well, it's when I was in fire service at Castleford.
Yeah.
And we had a chimney fire
Right.
in some terraced houses. Now, what you normally do with a chimney fire is you put water on down at the bottom, you know, and the steam puts the soot out and
Yes.
up the chimney.
Very good.
You put a sheet, a sheet down, and your mother keeps telling she's winding me up like I'm on television. Anyhow, so we couldn't put it out from down below, so I sent one of the lads up onto the roof
Yeah.
to put a hose reel down the chimney.
Yeah.
So I said to him, I says, make sure, feel the pot, see if it's hot, and then put the hose reel down.
Feel the pot, see if it's hot.
Which he did, but he put it down the wrong chimney.
Oh no.
So the next thing is somebody comes out of the next door covered in soot.
Amazing. So he'd blast.
So,
Go on.
well, all the lads got down on one knee.
Unbelievable, Dad. Well done.
Right, so we're
Sing it now.
gonna sing this song. It's I Can See Clearly Now,
Yay!
Right, let's do it,
I
yeah.
love this one.
which that bloke couldn't do because his eyes were full of soot.
Of course. Let's do it.
Okay.
we need in October.
Yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone.
Well done, yes.
All of the bad feelings have disappeared.
Oh, yes.
Here's the rainbow I've been praying for. Gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, and nothing but blue sky. Look ahead, nothing but blue sky.
Come this way, Roman,
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
Oh, yeah.
I can see all obstacles in my way.
Come on, guys. It's not going to be that bad.
It is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Positive message.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
Oh, yeah.
I can see all obstacles in my way. It is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Do you know what, Mum and Dad? We're on the eve of potentially bad news for everyone I know and people out there, and that has cheered me up a little bit. And I think the message there is it might be a bit shitty for a few more weeks, but we're going to get through it, aren't we?
Yes.
And it's just going to get worse.
Thanks, Dad. Thank you, Dad. There he is with that relentless positivity. Dad,
It's going to be great, mate.
It's gonna be great. but I think you've got to dust off the tinsel, mate. We're going to be in here at Christmas. I think that's what's going to happen.
We're going to start with Christmas carols soon.
Oh, let's do that. If we're not depressed now, we will be after that.
Yeah, we've got some good Christmas ones.
Well, are you going to say good night to everyone? We love you both. Thank you so much for a wonderful story and a great. That's Roy and Max. Say goodbye, everybody.
Night, Max. Bye.
That's Roy and Max, Gemma. Big round of applause for Roy and Max.
Oh, that's so good.
Roy and Max every week, never letting us down.
What? It is a lot to ask of
Do you
them.
know-
Every single week they work so hard.
And then my mum cares. She changed it at the last
Oh,
minute.
they really care.
Do you know the other thing? What I love as well is people really like us arguing, by the way. So we should just do that every week, guys. Me and Gemma just have a massive Barney and switch the camera on.
Right, are we
Forget
ready
the
for
show.
French?
Let's just. This is for you, Michel Lamongon. Here's Gemma playing us out.
Il est 8h15. Is it 20 past 8?
Yeah.
No, quarter past. Il est 8h15 dimanche soir. J'ai un voisin et tu vas bien. Il n'y a rien à faire. Je vais au jardin pour le chetcho.
Oh, Gemma, I've got a twinge. That was so good. She's so clever.
Chetcho, on y va!
Does that mean let's go?
Yeah!
Gemma, what a lovely way to round of
We
applause
have to
for
do it in
Gemma.
German as well, really.
Let's do that next week. Why not? Let's do it a new language. Not now.
Oh, right.
Let's get this show finished. Catherine Orr's gone already. Come on, we'll do that next week. We'll do it every week. We'll do it, but we'll avoid.
What, a different language?
Yeah, we'll avoid Chinese because we don't want to be cancelled. So, Gemma, That's the end of the show, everybody. It's Stand Up From the Shed. We're here every week. We're probably going to be on Sunday again next week, unless things change, because I've potentially got some very exciting projects starting next week, haven't I, babe? Which I can't say anything about at the moment, but fingers crossed, Boris and his goons don't ruin it. I'm relying on Boris. Come on, Boris. Don't ruin things for me. So, thank you for listening. Stand Up From the Shed here every week. Do share the show, Gemma. Spread the word. This is the traditional Scott Bennett long wind-up. If you did enjoy the show, thank you so much for all your donations. Good night. That's Gemma. She's my wife and also keeps me grounded and secretly despises me.
We love you all. Thank you for joining us.
We'll have to continue our round now and check that Gemma's car's locked.
No, I'm going to go and have some toast and Marmite.
Ooh, might do that. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Good night. Enjoy Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah!
You are going to work tomorrow. Good night.